Hi, this is Andrew Klavan on The Culture. Today, I'm afraid, I have to set aside the usual mirthful merrymaking and frolicsome hijinks of Klavan on The Culture in order to make a personal confession. For several weeks in the not very distant past, I had sexual relations with David Letterman's wife. It was slamming, actually. I mean, the girl was really great. At one point, she says to me, "Here's a trick I've never shown Dave." And I'm like, "Whoa, baby, where'd you learn that?" And she says, "Jay taught it to me." I'm like, "No way, Leno." She's like, "Oh yeah, it wasn't just in the ratings Jay was #1, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Klavan on The Culture, how awful of you to be so selfish, to put yourself in a position where you have to come here and publicly humiliate Dave in front of every single person he knows or cares about. But look, it's not like I'm Roman Polanski. It's not like I drugged and forcibly sodomized a 13-year-old child. Okay, I did that too. But listen, Hollywood defends Polanski, and as movie mogul Harvey Weinstein said, Hollywood has the best moral compass because it has compassion. And I have compassion. Just yesterday, I saw a bunny rabbit hit by a car, and I said, "Oh, so I'm nice." Besides, so what? I raped her. She was a young girl. Polanski himself pointed out we all want to have sex with young girls, and if we all want to do it, it must be right. Okay, seriously, to be fair, it is sometimes hard to know how or whether to wax moralistic about other people's sex lives. On the one hand, to live in liberty means to let others do pretty much as they please in private. On the other hand, a world without sexual shame soon becomes a world not, unfortunately, of endless physical pleasure, but of unrestrained predators, victims without recourse, and children without hope or support. Still, in an area of life where we're all prone to foolishness, and where we men especially are always only a drink and a wink away from laying waste to everything we value in exchange for a few minutes of friction with some babe whose IQ could be rolled on a pair of dice, you can be forgiven for asking, who's to say what's right and wrong in the area of sexuality? Fortunately, it happens to be me. Yes, here are Klavan on The Culture's 4 simple rules for running your sex life so it doesn't piss me off. 1. Do it in private. Sex is like golf. When you do it, it's intensely fascinating, but when you have to watch other people do it, it's just sort of unpleasant. 2. Do it with someone who wants to. Rape is one of the lowest of crimes because it deprives others of their personal choices in order to satisfy your own craving for power. It's like being a Democrat. 3. Hands off those kids. No matter what the moral midgets in Hollywood say, kids can't give informed consent, so sleeping with them is rape, pure and simple. It's like being a Democrat. 4. Here's the big one. If you feel your sex life is not my business, if you want the government to keep its hands off your body, then don't ask the rest of us to pay for the consequences of your actions. Abortions, STDs, illegitimate kids and their crime, drug use, and suicides. Pay for them yourself. Your choice, your expense. So there you have it, finally. 4 simple rules, and we've sorted out the matter of sexuality so that it'll never give any of us any trouble ever again. These videos crack me up. This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture.